everybody, my name is Paula. Welcome back to Purpose Fit. I have a flow for your hips today, so something that can help strengthen and stretch out the hips so you feel really good, really stable, but also really open and relaxed in the hip area. So whenever you're ready, you can join me laying down on your mat. Get comfortable and settle in. Starting a practice laying down, always a good thing, right? Relaxing into it, settling in, feeling yourself breathe. Right away, taking inventory of your thoughts, as if you were just an observer of those thoughts. You're just filing them away, noticing which thoughts you want to keep and which thoughts you want to get rid of. Sending any negative thoughts, any unproductive thoughts away with your exhales. Maybe taking an open mouth exhale to help you do this. Inhale to notice, exhale, let those thoughts go. Really settling in deeper into your space. Enjoying the space. And trying to pick an intention today around kindness. Thinking of some kind thoughts towards yourself to begin here. And then when you're ready with your next breath, reach the toes out as long as you can. Reach the arms up and overhead, full body stretch. And then exhale to bring your right knee in towards your right chest. Now if you're feeling pretty tight, you might not be able to get it very close to your chest. That's okay. Squeeze it in as best you can and give it some motion side to side. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, draw that knee over to the left side for a twist, reaching the right arm out. And if it works for you, you can straighten out that leg over to the side. Doing your best to reach your toes up towards your head, towards the top of your mat, as you relax over. Glue that right shoulder closer to your mat. One more breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale to stretch that leg up to the ceiling. Grab behind wherever you can. Inhale, point your toes. Exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Try that one more time. And then we'll relax it down. Switching sides, hugging the left knee in, gently rocking from side to side. And getting that knee as close into you as you can without feeling any pinching or strain. And then when you're ready, draw that knee over to the side. Exhale, reaching the left arm out. If you can straighten, go ahead. Finding space as you draw the left shoulder down for one more breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale, straighten that leg up towards the ceiling. Grab behind it wherever you can reach. Inhale, point your toe. Exhale, flex. Two more, point and flex. Last one. Good job. Slowly bring it down and hug both knees into your chest this time. Gentle squeeze, hopefully getting more space here. And then plant your feet down, hip distance apart. We're going to move into some bridge pose. So right away, tuck the shoulder blades together underneath you. Exhale to press your lower back into the mat. Feel the core engage. Inhale to lift the hips up any amount. Really drawing shoulder blades together underneath you. Maybe grabbing the hands together underneath you and pressing them down into your mat. Stay here for a breath. Or you can inhale to shift all your weight over to your right leg. Lift up your left. Exhale, set it down. Shift all the weight over to the left foot. Pick up the right. Set it down. See if you can lift the hips slightly higher. And lower down nice and easy. And when your tailbone hits the mat, let the knees go side to side like windshield wipers. Okay. Now keeping the feet hip distance apart, let the knees go open to the sides. So it's a version of butterfly pose, but with the feet not touching, just relaxing the knees out to the sides. From here, gently see if you can press into the outside edges of the feet, lift the hips up any amount, combining that butterfly pose with your bridge pose. One more breath. Reach the tailbone forward as you still pull the heels back towards you. Lower it down nice and easy. Gently drop the tailbone and see if you can send the knees side to side again, keeping some space in between your feet. Good job. And when you're ready, hug the knees into the chest and maybe you rock and roll forward and back, or you can roll over to one side and press yourself up to a tall seat. We're flipping right around into our tabletop, wasting no time to get moving today. So inhale to walk the hands forward to handprint, find a kneeling plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. Reach the hands back behind you. They're going to be slightly wider than your shoulders. Fingertips tent up, so palms away from the ground, fingertips down. Inhale to lift the head, neck, chest. Shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower down. Belly button pulls in and up, lift. Exhale, lower. Reach the tailbone away, squeeze the inner thighs together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Hands underneath shoulders. Inhale to lift into your kneeling or your high plank. Exhale, tuck the toes and find your first downward facing dog. So maybe pedaling the feet here, shaking the head, maybe even wag your tail from side to side. Get some motion to relax you into this first downward facing dog. Release for one more solid breath. Find your intention. Inhale to lift your right leg nice and high. See if you can keep the hips square. Exhale, tap it right back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross that right foot over to the left side as far as you can reach. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend the right leg out to the right side. Tap it down. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands. Back knee goes down. Untuck the back toes. You can stay right here in your low lunge, or you can inhale, lift up the hands, and settle in. So first focusing on pressing the hip points forward, and then naturally they will sink down. Squeeze the belly button in and up slightly so the hip points move up a little bit as you engage through the core, and then the tailbone drops straight down. Interlace the fingers overhead in a steeple grip, so all the fingers but the pointer. Reach up and over with your exhale to the right side. See if you can keep pressing the hips forward, keep the chest open. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands release. Inhale to step back into your high plank. Option for your vinyasa here, or skip it. Exhaling to lower. Inhale, lift, shoulders back, chest open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking just a couple breaths here. Reset. Thinking about that kindness again here. Kindness towards yourself and all that you do, all that you can do, all that you will do. Good and bad, it's all okay. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, tap it down. Squeeze belly button in and up to do it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross over to the right side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, outside to the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it all the way through in between the hands, back knee down, untuck the back toes. Choose to stay right here with the hands down or to lift up, finding that steeple grip. Securing into a good low lunge here, making sure your foot is forward enough so the knee doesn't go past the toes. Find the shoulders dropping down away from the ears, and then see if you can exhale up and over to the left side. Hip points are pressing forward, chest is open. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands go down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and step back to your high plank. Take your time to go through a vinyasa or skip it. Land in a down dog or child's pose break. However you get there. Job adding on just slightly. Inhale to lift the right leg. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross to the left side. Tap it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, outside to the right. Inhale, lift. This time, exhale it down halfway. So your heel's pressing straight back. Your leg is pretty much parallel to the ground. See if you can reach your heel back more while really pressing into the hands to get the chest closer to your thighs. One more breath. Exhale to bring your knee to your nose and hold. Squeeze everything away from your mat. Grip down through the fingertips. Lift the upper back towards the ceiling. One more breath. Exhale to step it all the way through. This time, keeping the back knee lifted for your high crescent. Taking your time here, settling in. Interlace into that steeple grip if you want. Exhale, up and over to the right side. A little bit more wobbly this time, so really press back and away with that left heel to keep your balance. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lean forward as far as you can. Shift all of your weight to your front heel. Pick up your back heel for warrior three. Drop the left hip down slightly. One more breath. Inhale to lift all the way up. Both feet plant on the ground. Exhale, baby back bend with your steeple grip. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink the hips low, chair pose. Keep that steeple grip. Inhale, lift up, but put all your weight in your left foot. Pick up the right. You're going to cross that right ankle over top of the left knee. And from here, sit back into a figure four, hopefully without falling over. So if you want more balance, of course, grab a wall, bring hands to heart center. Find that steeple grip when you have that balance. Inhale to lift slightly out of it. Exhale, see if you can sit lower. Flexing the right foot. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sit. Try that one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sit and hold. Sending the tailbone back, reaching the chest. Inhale to unwind, bring your knee forward first. Exhale, release the hands and forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale to fold. Bring the hands together behind you. Interlace the fingers. Take a chest opener. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Feel the arms reaching up and over. Chest reaching down. Relax through the crown of the head. Unwind the hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Take your vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet back in our down dog. So checking in with your breath here. Checking in with your motivation, how you feel from side to side. Releasing, relaxing as best you can. Switching over to the other side when you're ready. But before you do, take a breath to think about some kindness for the other people in your life, the people you know and interact with on a regular basis. And when you're ready, inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross, right side. Inhale, lift. Cross, left side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, parallel. Flex your foot and kick it back. Pretend that you're going to kick a hole in the wall behind you. Continue pulling belly button in and up and lifting through the tailbone. One more breath. Exhale, bring it through, knee to nose, hold. Stay strong. Feel that shin pulling away from the ground and knee driving in towards your chest. One more breath. Exhale to step it through. Find that high crescent as best you can. Reach up nice and tall. Steeple grip. And when you have your balance, reach up and over to that left side. You really feel lots of space and stretch through the right side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lean and shift that weight slowly coming off of the back foot as best you can for warrior 3. Unwinding. It's too scary, but you can do it. One more breath. Inhale to lift up nice and tall. Plant both feet on your mat. Exhale, baby, back bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sit into chair. Inhale, lift up. Take the left knee with you. Exhale, cross it over. Sit into your figure 4. Do your best. Flex through the left foot. Again, if it gets too much with the hands, bring them to heart center. Maybe reach out to the sides for your balance. See if you can inhale up a little bit. Exhale down further. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Try it one more time. Lift. And down. Hold and breathe. Unwind, standing nice and tall, bringing the knee forward first. And then relax everything down, forward fold. We'll find that chest opener again. So this time, see if you can bring opposite thumb and pinky, or thumb and pointer finger on top. Inhale into your flat back. Really reach the fist down. Exhale, fold. Relax and settle. Straighten through the elbows as best you can. Open through the chest as you breathe deep. Inhale, release the hands flat back. Exhale, fold. Take that vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Unwinding in that down dog. Taking a child's pose breath if you want it, if you need it. Find another thought of kindness, maybe to somebody you don't know, somebody you haven't met yet, those sort of strangers you interact with. Remind yourself we all have our struggles, we all have our stories, we're all doing the very best that we can. Inhale to lift the right leg nice and high, hips square. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands, back heel down. Open up for warrior 2. So we're going to find a little motion with this warrior 2. So make sure that you're sitting the hips evenly down. So maybe even bringing the hands to the hips. It's the tendency to drop that front hip forward more and do this. See if you can keep the shoulders stacked. Drop both hips down at the same rate. And then open the arms to that T. We're going to inhale, lift the arms as you straighten the front leg. Exhale, reach as best you can over that straight front leg. Inhale to lift back up. Exhale, warrior 2. So repeat that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean, strong core. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior 2. One more time, lift. Lean. Belly button in and up, lift. Warrior 2. Hold, breathe. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, right angle. Maybe you prop the elbow or maybe you reach all the way down. Left arm straight up. Hips can go lower than you think. Roll the chest open. Exhale, hands down inside of that front foot. Lift the back heel. From here, strong through the core. Really press into the hands and pull that foot back with control. High plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower half here all the way. Inhale, lift. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great job. Same thing on the other side. You're doing the best you can. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, use the strength of your core to pull it in between the hands. Back heel goes down. Open warrior 2. Doing your best here. Level hips. Hands go there if you need to feel it. And then move. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, lean. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, warrior two. So as you're doing this, do your best to not just collapse and round a lot through that left side of your waist. See if you can stay long. Think about reaching up and forward over to that side, and then relax. Just a couple more times. Try it one more. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, right angle. Relax down, hips go lower, roll chest open. Exhale, hands inside of that front foot, lift the back heel, runner's lunge. Keep the strength in your core, strength in your hands to drag that foot all the way back with control. Inhale, plank. Vinyasa if you want it, or skip it. We can meet in downward facing dog. Giving yourself a gentle breath here. Giving yourself a relaxed moment to breathe. One more full breath. And then when you're ready, drop the knees down. And we're going to turn to have a seat. So, taking the right leg out at 45 degrees, left foot stays in. We're going to think about reaching up and over to the side. So inhale to reach that left arm tall, even weight between both sit bones. Flex your right foot back, reaching up and over to that right side. Option to stay right here. If you can grab with the toes, great. If not, no big deal. Option also to bring that top arm around behind the lower back, so you can get a shoulder opener along with it. Palm faces out behind you. Inhale to lift up tall. Exhale to twist towards that straight leg and forward fold over it. Pulling belly button in and up so you have enough space. Reaching the chest forward and then relaxing down as best you can. One more breath. Inhale to sit yourself up. Exhale, you're going to pull that left foot in a little bit more. Cross the right leg over top for cow face. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. Exhale, lean forward over your legs as best you can. So working to stack the knees and drag the heels back towards your hips. One more big breath. Inhale to sit yourself up. Unwind the legs and switch to the other side. So left foot out, 45. Even weight in the sit bones. Flex that left foot. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, reach up and over with that right hand. Maybe grabbing hold of the foot if you can. Maybe taking that bind, opening up towards the ceiling with your chest. Inhale to sit yourself up. Exhale, twist to that leg and forward fold. Thinking again about chest up and over that knee. Inhale to sit yourself up, adjusting to cross that left leg over top, stacking the knees as best you can, pulling the heels back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, lean forward as best you can. And if cow face does not work, easy cross leg is the same stretch, just an easier version, a more mild version, so you can take that option if it gets too intense here. Inhale to sit yourself up. Unwind the legs and we will lay back on our mats. So relaxing on back, being kind to yourself here. Getting right back where we started. So bridge pose, planting your feet, getting yourself set up. Exhale to roll the shoulder blades underneath you and press the lower back into the mat. Inhale to lift those hips up any amount, core is engaged. See if you can, again, interlace the fingers underneath you, maybe opposite thumb and pointer on top. The way that feels a little bit strange, press your hands down. Shift all your weight over to your right foot, pick up your left, set it down. Shift the weight to the left foot, pick up the right, set it down. See if you can come back to center, lift the hips slightly higher, and unwind and roll it down nice and easy. When your tailbone hits the mat, let the knees go side to side like windshield wipers. Take one more breath. Good job. Hug the knees into your chest. And we will take a twist, dropping the knees over to the right side. Maybe you're reaching the hands out to a T. If you want to, stack your right ankle on top of your left knee and use that as just a little extra weight to get your left knee closer to the ground. And if you can, reach around and grab hold of that left foot. Draw it in towards you. Go ahead and do that. Unwind the hands. Inhale to unwind the knees. Exhale to pull them into your chest and draw them right over to the other side. Again, maybe stacking up that knee, ankle on top of the knee. Maybe reaching towards your foot and grabbing hold if it works for you. Relax and breathe. Inhale to unwind. Relax into your final Shavasana. Stretching the legs out nice and long. Reaching the hands out nice and wide and letting the toes fall open to the sides. Close down your eyes and breathe. Right away deciding here to organize your thoughts, putting away those that are negative, those that are no longer beneficial, and keeping those positive ones, reminding yourself that you've done the very best that you can here on your mat today. Recognizing that more kindness gets you further, gives you more success and more joy than negativity or frustration. Remind yourself of your intention and begin to lead the rest of your time here on your mat and the time you have moving off of your mat with kindness. And know that the space is yours as long as you need it. Whenever you are ready, gently, slowly Wiggle the fingers and the toes, the ankles and the wrists. Adjust back to this moment, this present moment, where you have done enough, you've done your best, and now you can continue on with this strength, with this mobility in the hips. Take a full body stretch. Rolling over to one side and pausing there for a breath or two to reset. Pressing up to that tall and comfortable seat when you're ready. Being as easy and kind to yourself one last time as you can be. Sitting up tall and breathing in to bring the hands together at the third eye center, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. We rest the hands at the mouth, reminding us to speak clear and loving words. And we settle the hands at the heart, reminding us of our clear and loving intentions. Thank you for joining me for practice today. Namaste. Thanks again for training with purpose, and I look forward to seeing you again on your mat very soon. Bye.